How many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died?
For musicians in the 60s, using your music to say what you thought became the way to make your voice heard. But if you look at today's chart music, there's not a lot of politics going on.
I'd say you have to look a lot harder for protest music. Music that does exist, for example, Bloc Party, Green Day, stuff like that. You know, they have a very Bloc Party would deal with racism and stuff a lot, and how the government tackles that.
I do like my music with a message. The longer I've been in the university, the more and more I like kind of a political song, something with a pretty profound meaning.
The way the music industry has gone is it's gone down the line of X Factor and people going on reality shows to become famous, and I think sometimes the true musicians and the truly talented sometimes get left behind and all that.
Well, the whole idea of kind of those big cultural clashes of the 60s and possibly the early 70s, I don't think anyone can recreate that in popular culture anymore. You know, fathers are listening to the same music as their daughters, and there isn't that kind of fear and dread in music that there used to be. It's all been consumed and stuck on a shelf.
But it hasn't always been that way here. The folk tradition had its rebel songs. While in the 70s, Northern Ireland band Stiff Little Fingers used punk to protest. And even super bands like U2 have dabbled in politics.
Stuart.
It's a rich heritage that Stuart Bailey is looking to celebrate in a new exhibition at the Oh Yeah Centre in Belfast's Cathedral Quarter.
We had a very spectacular period around 1978, which was the punk era, and we had Stiff Little Fingers and we had Roof Rex and we had a series of other people kind of making a point against sectarianism in a very brutal way.
We're not the working class, we are the underclass.
People like the Tin Pot Operation who would see themselves as part of that thread. They're carrying on the mantle of bands like Stiff Little Fingers, and you know, they're singing about the mood and the tone of West Belfast at the minute, in an area that's kind of ignored in many ways. So you know, that excites me when you hear what people are trying to say in song.
You sing about something you care about, there's an overlap, and some of it is just stuff that's political and would just be, you know, classed as political, and sometimes it's because you care about something, then that becomes what could be called a protest song.
But at the moment, singing songs about issues doesn't help get you in the charts.
Music itself is almost devalued. It's there just to be in the background. You know, some people enjoy, you know, having that experience of like something that fires the blood up, that you actually go, I really get, that's a really great way he put that, and I've always felt that. That's what, to me, where music is enjoyable.
And it's not just angry young men who are passionate about saying something in their songs. Cara and the Bad Habits are also performing at tonight's event.
It's almost like therapy when you're making music, and the song that you're writing, when we write what we write as the Bad Habits, and just inspired by the other musicians' input into the song. And when you get a riff, when you get words that do inspire you and make you feel something, then that is one of the enjoyments of music. We're influenced by artists that would sing protest songs, such as Marvin Gaye. Inner City Blues is one that comes to mind, about dropping out from society, and that's inspired Traveller as one of our songs that we are performing.
I think there's always like a pendulum swing with protest music. It goes in and out of fashion. You know, when I was growing up, the kind of the miners' strike and the Wapping dispute produced all these kind of revolutionary bands like the Redskins and Bully Bragg. And then it becomes uncool again, and everyone starts playing pop music, and then there's some kind of a fracture goes on in politics or in society, and everyone starts singing protest songs. I think we're on the edge of another boom. You know, it's a very volatile time.
So maybe there's hope yet for the protest song. Who can say? The answer, my friend, is probably blowing in the wind.